It's your boy Bugatti NYC. You know what we on for right now, right? Y'all know what we about to do. We got to set this camera up. But Trump explains what Maduro's capture means to the world. Give me a second, you guys. Help me out. Let's get this stuff going. Also, let me know what's going on with the audio. I already checked twice, but I always need some help. Thank you guys so much. Go ahead and get these monitors going back here. Make sure everything is up to par. Let me see what's going on over here. Get this open. How everybody doing on this Purple Sunday? It's Purple Sunday, y'all. What's going on? See what I got on my back screen up here. See how I'm looking over here. Think we starting to get better at this. We're starting to get better at this. Should I be greedy and just go for more, or should I leave it? I think we're gonna a little more at the top for the cell phone users. We almost there, guys. We almost there. We almost there. Let's see where we at right now. I think I should stay here for a second just to see the position. Oh, okay, cool. That's actually really good right there. But I want to lift it up some more. Should I lift it up a little bit more, guys? Let me know if it should be lifted up just a little bit more. What's the sound like, you guys? Good morning, Mark. Good morning, everybody. What's up, Rebecca? Do me a favor, you guys. Help me out with this video over here. I want to just make sure that we good. Where Batty Land at? Lift it up. Thank you. I think we need to lift it up about, and we need to turn it some too. And all right, so that's the back, that's the hand over there. So we gonna what? Turn it that way. Yeah, we got to get it right, you guys. We got to get it right. Good morning, everybody. It's Purple Sunday. We getting everything right for you guys. We don't want to have any mistakes with the text anymore, just to make sure that you guys can see everything clear. Sorry about that. Bump right there. See, we got a little delay going. That's cool. Don't worry about it. I'll get that straight. Batty Lynn said lift it up, so I did. I think I know what she's talking about because I could see it on the cell phone and I could see it on a monitor. Yeah, we got time, you guys. Woo! There's got to be a better way. There's got to be a better way. All right, so I think we're going to go almost with, now I got to see something now. That's on this side right there by those two. So if let me see something. That's going to be about it right there, you guys. Can't keep on playing around with the time. Phone does look a little bit crooked, and that's probably what's doing it, because it should be like sitting right there. Should be sitting right there, and then I can be able to move it over. Sorry about all this setup stuff, you guys, but you know how it is with me. Got to get everything right when we got a whole hour show to do, plus. Uh-oh, can't keep on playing around now. Got to get it, because we only got like not even a minute now. Sorry, you guys, about all this. But again, I do it all for you. I think I went too far over, trying to be greedy. Maybe that's it right there. We should run with that. Stop being greedy. I'll get it during the show. You know, sometimes I start rocking during the show and we get it fixed. So as long as we're here together, we'll be all right. I keep on trying to pop it over there. There we go. I keep on trying to slide it over there just a little bit and a little bit more. Because you know how I am. Oh, that was just a little too much. Hope everybody's having a fantastic morning. I do apologize for this long setup this morning. But yeah, come on in, you guys, as long as you guys are good. Want to get these morning prayers in for every single person that's here. Want to pray for Batty Lynn, thank you for always looking out. Luigi, Mark Dorfman, Casey. I see Liberty and Justice in the building. I also see Terry Cone. Thank you so much for getting that glove back there. Who else? We got Brian King is up in the building. Yeah, I think I like that right there, actually. I'm going to run with that right there. Hope everybody's good this morning. Amen. And what I'm going to say, Trump explains what Maduro's capture means to the world. And we getting right into it, you guys. We're not even going to play around. I'm ready to go. And they're ready to go. I said it's time to start the show. I hope you're ready, yo. Yo, 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 yo. Oh. And now we got to wind it up, wind it up, wind it up, wind it up. You can come on with it now. You need the wave or you good? Okay. There you go. Okay. Olay. That's right, you guys. Y'all know what we got to do, right? I was just thinking earlier. I'm like, yeah, you know when you do that thing on your forehead, all you got to do is open your mouth and you sound like you're playing a Congo drum, right? I told you guys I'd make the best jokes on myself. So if y'all going to come on, y'all better come on with it. Also, might be able to have enough room up on top of there to put a whole Nintendo Switch, Bugatti. Jesus Christ. I'm just messing with you guys. I hope you guys are having a fantastic Purple Sunday. Got to go ahead and break the spirits and make sure everybody's smiling over here. All right, you guys, you know what we're doing right now, right? We got to open up those pores. You got to open up those pores. And for everybody who always jokes on my jacket, try to say I'm over here trying to look like a pimp on Purple Sunday, you know what? I got something for y'all. We got to open up those pores. Because I actually helped out on this one right here. We got to open up those pores. Do that. Do, 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 do. Doom, 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 snoop. Dun, 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 dun. When the pimp's in the crib, ma, drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot. If a chick try to get with you, drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot. If the homie try to mess with you, drop it like it's hot, pop it like it's hot, pop it like it's. I got the rollie on my wrist and I got it going on. Plus I roll the best trees and I got it going on. Boom. Snoop! Y'all thought I was gonna keep on going. Nope, nope. It's Purple Sunday, y'all. If, pump that beat. It's Sunday the 9th, y'all. That's right, y'all. It's Sunday the 11th, y'all. That's right, y'all. 2026. I'm your host, Bugatti NYC, and this here's our bottom line. Where we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that and that. Where we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that. Just got me lit. It's Purple Sunday, y'all. How y'all doing this morning? Hope y'all had a fantastic weekend. It's not over yet because it's Sunday. It ain't over till the fat lady sings, and we don't have no fat lady. So guess what? We gonna keep on moving for our bottom line. It's your boy BOOGOTTINYC, and like I always tell you, you could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came in to chill with me, I appreciate you. What are we gonna get into this morning? Current events, trending topics, and much, much more. My antics, as well as the #1 chat in YouTube history. That's right, you guys. Give yourselves a round of applause. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day. You know what I'm about to say, right? I got 5 on it. I'll be stacking 5 videos at a time because we got a lot to get into this morning. Want you guys to do me a favor. Let me know where you're chiming in from, what time it is, where you're chiming in from, as well as state, country, city, location. Why? Because I love to go to different places and get content. Today, we going to South Africa. Just telling you guys a little sneak peek. We got a whole bunch going on this morning. And without any further ado, like I said, I want to give some shout outs to some of the family that's in the building this morning. How you doing, Miss Swanza? I see who else we got up in the middle. Some Flame. We got Liberty and Justice. I see Batty Lynn up in here. Thank you so much for the assistance, as always, sis. Who else we got up in here? We got Frank. I see Rebecca Lanyen Bueno. I hope you're feeling fantastic on this Purple Sunday. Let's keep on moving forward. Who else we got up in here? I see Miss Swanza and Luigi. It's time to get busy, you guys. Mark Dorfman, I see you over there, brother. Because guess what I got for you guys right now? Without any further ado, let's get into these titles. What do we have right here? We've got Trump. Trump explains what Maduro's capture means to the world. That's right, you guys. I gotta say, if anybody was playing a very strategic game, I would say it has to be President Trump, because what he has done with that one move by removing Venezuela's President Maduro, it's shaken up a lot. Cuba, Iran, it's going really as far back as that's going. I'm talking about so many different places. China, so many different trade situations, and now you're gonna love when you hear what he has to say about it to those foreign leaders. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. What else do we have here? We got the feds that are investigating Letitia James, hairdresser, her financial transactions. Seems like they're coming at Letitia one more time. Gotta be honest with you, Sherman's having relations. Sherman's having relations. She's pretty good when it comes down to court. She seems to be 2-0. So I probably wouldn't mess with her anymore if I were you, President Trump. But let's see what you got on the hairdresser that probably ties her in, probably through her weaves. No pun intended. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because last but not least, we've got the protesters that, yes, they stormed a Minneapolis hotel where ICE agents were believed to be staying. They were shaking, rattling, and rolling that gate. If I would have been in there, I probably would have been like, hope they don't get in here, because I don't want to do what I might have to do. I'm sorry to say it, guys, but it's getting pretty intense out there. With what's going on with the magnitude, I got to let you know, guys, I'm getting kind of nervous right now for ICE agents as well as American citizens. With that being said, it's time to get it going. It's Sunday morning. It's Purple Sunday, you guys. Let's get it going with the first things that we have up on board is, of course, President Trump. He's going to be holding a round table about oil, gas, takes questions from reporters. Hope everybody's ready. Let's go. Get your coffee, your tea, hot chocolate, whatever you need, and let's get it.
Zelensky said that he was watching with the rest of the world as you made this order to go and capture Nicolas Maduro. And he said, if that's how it works with dictators, then the United States knows what to do next. It sounds like he wants you to go and capture Vladimir Putin. Would you ever order a mission to go and capture Vladimir Putin?
Well, I don't think it's going to be necessary. I think we're going to have I've always had a great relationship with him. I'm very disappointed. I settled 8 wars. I thought this would be in the middle of the pack, or maybe one of the easier ones. And I don't know if you know, Peter, the last month, they lost 31,000 people, many of them Russian soldiers, and the Russian economy is doing poorly. I think we're going to end up getting it settled. I wish we could have done it quicker, because a lot of people are dying, and mostly soldiers. You know, they get hit in Kiev and they get hit a little bit here and there, and people are dying there too. But largely it's the soldier population. When you have 30,000, 31,000 soldiers dying in a period of a month, 27,000 the month before, 26,000 the month before that. That's bad stuff. So, as you know, President Biden gave $350 billion to Ukraine to fight, and we would never get that back, although I did make a rare earth deal to get it back, so we will be getting it back, but shouldn't have done that. It was a bad thing to do. I will say that right now, because I was able to get NATO to up GDP from 2% to 5%, NATO's got a lot of money, and they're paying for everything. We're not losing any money. We're making a lot of money, I guess, if you think of it, because we're selling them military equipment. They're probably giving it to Ukraine, but we're selling them to NATO military equipment. We're getting full price and all of that, but that's not a big deal to me. What is a big deal is stopping a war where 30,000 people are being killed every single month.
Now we got to keep on moving forward because he's been asked another question at the same round table, and I'm glad that we're able to get certain cuts from it. This is pertaining to China, of course. We're asking, basically, Trump is basically saying that they cannot have Venezuela. Russia and China cannot have access to it. So guess what? If you guys need some oil or gas, holler at your boy. It's for sale and we got a good price on it. Wow, you guys are gonna love this part right here. Check this out, watch this.
Just like Greenland, we can't have China or Russia occupy Greenland. We can't have China or Russia occupy Venezuela. China would like to be doing a lot of business there by buying oil, and I want to just tell President Xi and President Putin, but more so in this case, President Xi, because they do need a lot of oil. And we are open for business in the United States, and we are open for business in Venezuela, right?
President Trump on the bigger geopolitical picture after the U.S. deposed Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro. He had met with Chinese officials just hours before the U.S. arrested him and captured him a week ago. Let's bring in Gordon Chang, an expert on Chinese affairs and a Gatestone Institute senior fellow. You keep an eye on not only China, but world affairs, Gordon, and the world has changed a lot in the last 10
Gordon
days
gets busy, guys. Let's hear him out.
Well, it certainly has, John, and President Trump has dramatically changed it. He has reordered the world, and the Chinese and the Russians are on the sidelines whining. If we go back 10 days, the Chinese looked like a superpower. Now they don't. Their military equipment didn't work. They weren't able to protect their number one friend in Latin America. And all they can do is issue ugly and malicious propaganda. So right now, China is on the sidelines. And by the way, it's also having problems in Iran, where its friends may very well be out in the next few days.
Right. This is also President Trump sticking a thumb in the eye of Russia and Cuba as well.
Yes, well, they've been 5 seas dark ships. The Russians have made threats to sink American vessels in response, but Russia is not going to do that. The Russians don't have the Navy to do that. Also, Cuba right now, as you mentioned, it has been surviving because it's been getting a lot of cheap oil from Venezuela.
We talked about
They
this.
can still buy oil from Venezuela, but they're going to have to pay full market price, and they can't afford to do that. And the same thing with the Chinese and the Russians. So right now, I think the Cuban regime is extremely fragile.
All right, so
that one move with moving Maduro out of there like that really shook up the world right there. He shook up the world, and he explained it to you in very plainly. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because now we got the full update from, that's right, you guys, this U.S. Treasurer, Scott Bessent. You know you better not be messing around with Scott Bessent. Ask Elon, he'll tell you. He let him know, put that shiner on his eye, allegedly. You know what I'm talking about, you guys, right? He's basically dealing with Minnesota right now for the fraud scandal, and they basically said that they located money and where it went. Do me a favor, you guys. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up. It's Purple Sunday, you guys. Let's go.
Sure.
Welfare fraud has spiraled out of control. We've heard troubling accounts that billions of dollars intended for... We have traced where the money from the perpetrators went and are investigating whether any of the money ended up in the hands of terrorists. Treasury is here today because this is what we do. We follow the money. Earlier this morning, I met with financial institutions and made clear we must do more to safeguard our nation and protect our financial system from waste, fraud, and abuse. I also provided updates on our investigation and announced several powerful new initiatives the Treasury will be undertaking to increase transparency and crack down on fraud in Minnesota. First off, we have followed the money and identified the money services businesses, MSBs, that have transferred taxpayer funds overseas. Our team at FinCEN has just provided formal notification to these businesses that they are under federal investigation.
These bits and pieces that have been bubbling up over the years, package it
That's
into a
something you
national
never
story,
want
catch
to
the
hear.
attention of the
Ooh,
president,
you never
Secretary
want to hear
President.
that.
Even though it is cold outside, sunshine is the best antiseptic. And we are going to clean this out. We are going to stop it. We are going to make recoveries. And as Jennifer said, we are going to get the money flowing back to people like her organization who help the children, seniors. So I am very hopeful that we will right the ship and that we will emanate out from Minnesota into the other 49 states and ferret out waste, fraud, and abuse. The GAO, the General Accounting Office, believes that there is between 300 and 600 billion of fraud that occurs via the U.S. government every year, around 10% of our spending, in between 1 and 2% of GDP.
Damn.
Last week, President Trump indicated that he would like to raise the defense budget by $500 billion. We could do that and make our nation more externally safe by having an internal audit of where this fraud and abuse is coming from. And I want to thank you for all your work you've done.
Jesus Christ, 300 and something billion dollars. That's a lot of dough, you guys. Whoa, that's a lot of money. Let me know what you guys think about that situation right there, because that when you're talking like that, and now they're about to wring the rag out, they're going to start making a special investigator to go in there and go to every single state. That's right. That's what the Treasury Department is for, you guys. Do your boy a favor, double tap that screen to get those likes up. That'll help to get the story out. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, what are you waiting for? Hit that notification bell down there so that you know when we're on. Do your boy that favor right there. Now we got to get on over to this one right here, because I just couldn't wait to get this one up on deck. Do you know how sometimes when you got certain people that wish that they can just start creating laws, so they make a little speech and then they come in front of everybody and they say, hey, this is what we need to be doing. This is what's going on right here, says Turley. We got a situation that I couldn't really imagine anyone worse to ask this question about, but they are asking it. Stay away from schools and daycares and things like that. That's what they're basically saying. We would appreciate if you could stay away from the schools. Watch this right here. Do your boy a favor and double tap that screen to get those likes up. Watch this.
I'm calling on Trump's FBI to allow the Minnesota...
Okay, so a couple of headlines out of Minneapolis earlier today. The teachers union is saying that they want ICE to stay away from the schools on the property. And also we got the mayor there with various representatives from government.
Right, and the mayor is saying that the state officials need to be involved in a federal investigation. We bring back Carrie Urban and Jonathan Turley. And Carrie, we had just asked you and Jonathan about this. Did Jacob Fry say anything there that would change your mind of what you said earlier?
Zero to me. It's just not how it works. He can't change the rules. You know, this is a federal law enforcement officer, an ICE agent, and therefore the feds are the one who investigate him. It's just the way it works. You can't change the rules just because it's politically convenient or you want to make a political statement, which is what's happening right now. And so they can ask all they want, but the FBI and the Department of Justice is fully within their rights and precedent and practice just to say, no, we're not doing that.
Yeah, Todd Bland's deputy attorney, I know both of you are very familiar with him. He gave a quote to Politico. I don't have it printed out, so I'm just going to read it, okay? He said, federal agents risk their lives each day to safeguard our communities. Then he said, they must make decisions under dynamic and chaotic circumstances in less time than it took to read this sentence. Professor, that's the defense.
I think that is. And look, Mayor Fry is probably the least compelling person to ask for cooperation on investigation. He was the one who immediately called this officer a murderer and then unleashed a profane attack on ICE. So I couldn't imagine anyone worse. He did show that there really are lies, damn lies, and statistics. You know, he said 50% of the shootings in this city this year have been caused by ICE.
It's January 9th. In the first week, there were 2 shootings, and yes, one of them involved ICE. But a lot of this is just not very taken very seriously in terms of the arguments being made by this mayor. You know, he was the one who set this city further on edge and is now saying, you know, you can trust us. We're serious people.
Oh, very sensitive topic right here. Yes, we're going to stay there. Yes, you guys see the images, and that does mean that we're going to stay into that topic right there, because once you guys, I know a lot of people want to know who this person was. Who was Renee? They're saying that she was with a group called Ice Watch, an activist group. I have no dog in the fight. I'm just bringing you guys information. Let me know if you know anything about Renee, who's Renee Good. Rest in peace. I want to know if you guys know anything about her background.
This morning, new details also emerging about the driver who was killed in Minneapolis. The New York Post reports Renee Good was part of a group of activists who worked to document and resist the federal immigration crackdown in Minnesota. Good, who did move to the city last year, linked up with the anti-ICE activists through her 6-year-old son's woke charter school, which boasts that it puts social justice first and prioritizes involving kids in political and social activism. It was through her involvement, the report goes on, in the school community that Good became involved in ICE Watch, a loose coalition of activists dedicated to disrupting ICE raids in the sanctuary city. ICE Watch and adjacent groups can also turn confrontational, with numerous instances of activists ramming agents with their cars in the past.
So I just don't believe in the part about, loose coalition. I mean, the part about using their cars for stuff like that and getting involved, with like police investigations. I just don't do things like that. I just don't know. I mean, again, peaceful protests, yes, but getting involved and getting out there and throwing yourselves out in harm's way, to be honest with you, I don't think that I'd be finding myself out there doing that, you guys. Would you? Let me keep on moving forward. Let's go.
There's a part of me that feels very, very sad for this woman, and not just because she lost her life, but because I think she is a victim of left-wing ideology. What young mother shows up and decides they're going to throw their car in front of ICE officers who are enforcing legitimate law? You've got to be a little brainwashed to get to that point to where you're willing not just to protest, that's fine, not peacefully protest, but throw your vehicle in front of legitimate law enforcement officers and drive your car into them. To get to that point, you have to be, I think, radicalized in a very, very sad way.
Those reports, Renee Good also worked with the National Lawyers Guild, a left-wing legal group that defends groups like Antifa. This morning,
guys. Like I said, very sensitive topic right there. Do your boy a favor, double tap the screen to get those likes up. And I don't care, no matter what person lost their life, I will continue to pray for the family as well as the person that lost their life and the children as well in that tragic event. Because I still hope and I think and I pray that we can prevent things like this from happening in the future. Hopefully, amen. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. That's a very sad story right there, because she did have 3 children, and it wasn't a very, easy way to lose to go. Let's just leave it like that. Let's get on over to Washington, where the feds are now investigating who? Sherman's having relations. Sherman's having relations. Her hairdresser, of all people. I don't know, you guys. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this situation, because I don't think she's spending too much money on her hair nowadays. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's try to spice it up and get on another topic right now. I'm so sorry. But yes, we prayed, and that's why we pray every single time we have a situation like that, because it could be a funny or a jokeful story or something that I do after that. Just for my explanation to the new people that are here. We don't just go into prayer frenzy. But if it's a very sensitive topic and something else is about to come up, I said to myself, you know what, we got to do something to make sure that we let people know that we have consideration and we have compassion for people before we move to the next story. So that's another reason why we pray a lot. Let's keep on moving forward.
We're following a developing story now about New York Attorney General Letitia James. CBS News has learned federal prosecutors are looking into financial transactions between James and also her longtime hairdresser. The probe is in its early stages. The Justice Department previously tried to prosecute James on alleged mortgage fraud, but a judge dismissed those charges, and the Department of Justice.
Come on, y'all. Come on. Y'all know what I'm talking about when I say Mrs. Clump in this one. Y'all know what I don't have to say much. Change the hairstyle to the wig and it's on. You back to work.
Just twice failed to re-indict her. Now, CBS News could not determine the potential crimes being investigated in this case, but it does involve a hairdresser who was charged last month in Louisiana with bank fraud and identity theft. Now, an attorney for James said in part, the Justice Department is clearly frustrated by the string of failures in carrying out President Trump's political vendetta against Attorney General James. A grand jury failed to indict her.
Twice. Yeah.
We're following it.
She good with it. I'm talking about she know how to get out there. Her performance, she gets the Academy Award for that. That's why The Nutty Professor is a freaking good movie. Because all you got to do is call her back to work and it's on. She get out there and dazzle y'all with all this talking about Hercules. It's over. Y'all gonna start laughing, forget about anything she did wrong, forget about all the charges, and next thing you know, she's good. Man, y'all ain't no good when it comes down to her. Let's keep on moving forward. As Trump issues a scathing new warning to Iran. He said that they're gonna get involved if you start pow-powing at these protesters, because we're trying to keep it friendly here. And as you guys notice, I'm trying to get a little tone going here where it might get a little hot with the temperature. We bring it down a little bit with the next video, because I noticed that we have a lot of negative things going on in our world. So I really try to bring as much energy as I possibly can. Hope you guys appreciate it. Let's keep on moving. Let's keep on going, y'all. Double tap that screen to get those likes up. Let's go.
Another major story happening in Iran. President Trump issuing a new warning to Iran's leaders as the Islamic Republic uses brute force to put down fiery protests breaking out across the country, including in Tehran.
Madeline Rivera is live in Washington with these details. Madeline.
Giggity. Quagmire's daughter. I had to do it. I'm sorry.
This is really remarkable stuff we're watching.
It really is, and the deaths in Iran are growing as the country's supreme leader signals a bigger crackdown on the protests. At least 65 people have been killed per the human rights activists' news agency. This includes 7 people under 18 and 14 members of the security forces. Authorities imposed a sweeping internet blackout that largely cut off the country from the outside world. This morning, Secretary of State Marco Rubio posted the United States supports the brave people of Iran, a sentiment backed by President Trump, who warned the U.S. would be responding forcefully if the regime resorts to mass violence.
So Iran's in big trouble. We're watching the situation very carefully. I've made the statement very strongly that if they start killing people like they have in the past, we will get involved. We'll be hitting them very hard where it hurts. And that doesn't mean boots on the ground, but it means hitting them very, very hard. I just hope the protesters in Iran are going to be safe, because that's a very dangerous place right now. And again, I tell the Iranian leaders, you better not start shooting, because we'll start shooting too.
Supreme Leader Ayatollah Khamenei is taking aim at the U.S., saying it's wrong about its calculations about Iran, indicating the country will not give in to foreign influences.
So why you shut down the internet so the people can't tell a story of what's really going on out there? Did anybody know about that? When they shut down the internet, you know they up to something. Let's double tap that screen to get those likes up to get more of the story out there, so at least more people know what's going on. If you have not subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Hit that notification bell down there so that you know we're on. Also, give me all the money in your pockets right now. I'm just kidding, because I know it's hard out here for a pimp. Because I know it's about time to get the money together for that rent. So that's why we don't ask for monetary. We ask for likes over here in the form of love, and that's how we take it, you guys. So yes, likes are our monetary over here. Do your boy a favor, let's get those likes up, because we got to get on over to the Caribbean. The Caribbean, where another Ghost Fleet tanker in the Caribbean has been seized. Actually, 2 of them. Thank you for the love right there. I take that love too. I take those hearts over there. I don't know who's giving me those hearts, but I appreciate it. Let's go, y'all.
Told you it was a busy day. It continues now. This is new video on the Caribbean. Check this out. That's the U.S. Coast Guard seizing another Ghost Fleet tanker. Said to be in the Eastern Caribbean earlier today. DHS saying that a departed Venezuela suspected of carrying embargoed oil. Remember, this happened a lot this week, several times already. It comes as President Trump is revealing his next steps for...
Trump, like, I'm taking everything. He's like, put it on me. Where would I be without you? He's taking everything right now.
That conflict. Dan Hoffman, former CIA station chief, Fox News contributor. And Dan, good morning to you. If you were up at 4 o'clock in the morning, you would have read this on True Social, okay? Venezuela is releasing large numbers of political prisoners as a sign of seeking peace. I've canceled the previously expected second wave of attacks, which looks like it will not be needed. However, all ships will stay in place for safety and security purposes. You've got that from the president. He told Sean Hannity he'll meet with Machado next week. We'll see about that when it happens. And then they got the oil executives this afternoon at the White House. What do you see as a...
Yeah, they was told. We did that yesterday, baby. Thank you for that update right there. That's all I needed was the beginning of that, because we're going to close it up on this title with the Maduro situation right here, you guys. Right here, we got Inside the Capture and what it means for the world. That's right, you guys. Let's double tap that screen. Let's get those likes up. I got a lot to cover this morning.
You're looking at a head of state in custody, Nicolas Maduro, president of Venezuela, taken by the United States after a lightning military strike from Caracas. Warships were moved into the Caribbean. Key military sites in the capital were hit, and the White House revived the 2-century-old Monroe Doctrine, stating that it views leadership in its hemisphere as a matter of US interest. The US calls it law enforcement, Venezuela calls it a coup, and the stakes are bigger than ever. In the wake of Maduro's capture, the Trump administration announced Venezuela's interim government will be transferring 30 to 50 million barrels of oil to the US, crude worth $2 billion, set to flow straight to American docks. The ripple effect is global. The US have now seized the oil tanker Marinera, a sanctioned vessel that had evaded a US blockade and reflagged under Russia's banner. It comes as Russia reportedly sent warships and a submarine to escort the sanctioned tanker. US aircraft and helicopters were observed over the vessel as US
got there first.
Forces moved in to seize it. Another sanctioned tanker, M. Sophia, was also intercepted by US Coast Guard and Special Operation Forces. Maduro's capture is a move that has set off a chain of events stretching from Caracas to the North Atlantic. These images trace the story of how Washington captured a sitting president, the reasons it gave for acting, and why critics warn it could reshape politics across Latin America and even challenge global norms of power. This is photo evidence. This is Nicolas Maduro on January the 5th, 2026, seen in handcuffs, stepping off a helicopter onto a Manhattan helipad. He's flanked by heavily armed federal agents as they escort him into an armored car, bound for a federal courthouse. The US government says Maduro, Venezuela's president for more than a decade, is now in American custody.
The United States Armed Forces conducted an extraordinary military operation in the capital of Venezuela, and it was an assault like people have not seen since World War II.
It's the first time in more than 20 years the US has seized a foreign leader by force, the last instance being the 2003 invasion of Iraq that toppled Saddam Hussein. Washington accuses him of narco-terrorism, of running what it calls a state-backed drug trafficking network known as the Cartel of the Suns. The charges have been on the books since 2020, alleging that
Charges have been on the books since 2020. And you guys remember, what was the bounty put up to, as we can remember? $50 million, right? And then if you guys remember, maybe about 3 months ago, they tried to pay the pilot to fly him somewhere, but he told Maduro instead. They've been trying to get him for a while now, under the new presidency.
Maduro and other top officials profited, directly or indirectly, from the smuggling of tons of cocaine to the United States and beyond. Prosecutors say Maduro and his inner circle used their positions to facilitate shipments and shield an international network of drug smugglers. Maduro has pleaded not guilty. Correct.
He should have basically knew what was going on when they started to bomb all of those, boom, 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 all of those D-Rug boats that they were trying to get out of there. They should have known that something was coming. And then preceding that, what was it? They started to wrap themselves around the end of the edge of the country, because you know what they were going to do then? You sunk my battleship. And like Trump said, we don't have to put boots on the ground. You already saw what we did over there in Venezuela, right? No one had to step on the ground until we took it down and did what we needed to do. First we wrap around and then we take you down. Let's keep on moving forward. You guys double tap that screen, get those likes up. Let's get on over to, who's this? Tracy Cormick, hauled into court. Let's get on over to Michigan. She's been hauled into court suspected of embezzling probe of a prominent Michigan Democrat. Uh-oh, it just got bigger. It just got bigger, you guys. What we got going on over here? Oh, I like this one right here. I like when somebody's getting an interview and there's somebody following them around. Like that one guy said, man, I ought to punch you in the face. I don't know if you guys ever saw that video before. He said, all of you, I take yous all one at a time. He said, you're nothing but a punk. Y'all remember that? Check this one out right here. I love when reporters get up in somebody's face and they actually respond like this. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Check this out.
Where do you think this ranks in terms of skullduggery? Pedophiles, puppy abusers, and people who steal people's money.
Tracy Kornak, the former treasurer of the Michigan Democratic Party, was hauled into court this week, suspected of embezzling from her ward a brain-damaged old lady. Well, now the old woman is dead, and the probate judge has ordered a full-blown forensic investigation, going back a decade. And here comes the suspect.
Ms. Kornak, sounds to me like the judge thinks you embezzled from a brain-damaged old lady. You have any comment on that?
You'd be all right if you ain't have that limp. She probably would have been able to move faster. But once that limp started, she's like, damn, my foot. You know what? I got to go the shorter way. I got to get out of here. She probably was going to go to the bathroom. Now she's trying to get out of there.
Can you tell me what happened?
Stop touching me.
We have no
Stop
comment.
touching me.
Okay, so I'm right here.
Stop
Give us space or
Wait,
we'll
don't you think you shouldn't have touched the woman's
Don't
money?
you think that you shouldn't have just...
Did you collude with the Attorney General to make this case go away? Do you think she should be impeached?
Stop touching me.
What happened to the woman's money?
Stop touching me. Stop touching me.
Excellent.
Stop touching me.
So where do you think this ranks in terms of
He's going in like every room with her. This reminds me of like Maury, when the girl be like, ah! And every room she run into, she's trying to get away from the camera, but the camera's still there. Rewind selector, it's Purple Sunday. Stop touching me.
Touching me.
What happened to the woman's
Stop
money?
touching me.
This reminds me of Maury, y'all.
Excellent.
Stop touching me.
So where do you think this ranks in terms of skullduggery? Pedophiles, puppy abusers, and people who steal people's money.
He said skullduggery.
The sheriff of Kent County's investigated you and is recommending 20 years in prison for identity theft and embezzlement. Any comment on that? Who was using the old woman's debit card the day after she died? Was that you?
Ooh. Who was using the old lady debit card after she got up out of here? Was that you? Do you regret this?
Regret this? Are you a misogynist? Ma'am, do you think you can do the time? You think she can do the time? Going down?
Yo, I gotta give him his props for that. He said going down. Going down. Cause she's going down, y'all. She's literally going down. Oh, we got a real scarf today. I gotta do this. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm so sorry. Oh, Lord. And it wouldn't be a scarf without the... Y'all do know how they do that, right? Just messing with you guys, right? Let me keep on moving forward. Yeah. And if I can make it there, I'll make it. Anywhere, it's up to you. New York, New York. Dun, 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 dun. Unless you're staying under Mom Dami's regime, what do they call it? His reign. That's right, you guys. We have a mass exodus that's going on right now in New York, which is due to what? Our new mayor. Mom Dame, not even super cat, not to do the Mom Dame, not to use the super cat, not to use the Mom Dame. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because it seems like everybody wants to leave ever since we got a new mayor. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. And anybody want to call in President Trump and anybody want to use that song, that word, please feel free, because I don't think that there's no other word that are probably going to be able to fit this guy better than mom dummy. Perfect. All you got to do is change a couple of letters and it's him. Let's keep on going, you guys. Now let's get on to this topic over here. We got to cover this. Let's go.
Cities in Florida and Texas, they're ready to capitalize on the financial exodus out of New York City. Madison Allworth with us this morning. Is this exodus really happening, Madison?
Hey, good morning, Stu. So folks in Florida are hesitant to call it a full-blown exodus. But yes, there has been an uptick in firms and employees moving to no income tax states. In fact, more financial service jobs are leaving New York City than are being created in this financial capital of the world.
It's true.
And business titans like White House crypto czar David Sachs say more moves will be coming thanks to tighter regulation, rent freezes, and expanded city-run services under New York City Mayor Zohran Mamdani. The promise of higher taxes in California, his state, have actually pushed him to open an office for Craft Ventures in Texas and move himself there. The labor force is growing in places like Dallas, home to Wall Street, and shrinking in Silicon Valley. This is also why Florida doesn't necessarily view New York as its competition.
Any state that has no state tax on personal income is going to be viewed as a competitor. And I would say that Texas is probably our biggest competition. But one area where we outshine all states is in our quality of life, the amenities and the beauty of the Palm Beach area.
Yeah, because Texas, y'all got a high tax over there too. It's still 8.25, so yeah.
The average age in Palm Beach has moved down from 65 years old to roughly 39 years old over the last few years. But they're not taking New York's crown as the city of opportunity just yet. Manhattan office data still shows a strong New York. In 2025, the city logged 313 new leases above $100 per square foot. That is much higher than 2024. And companies like JP they also just opened a $3 billion, 60-story global headquarters just down the street from where I sit right now. But with all that being said, JP now employs more people in Texas than in New York. So a shift is happening, Stu.
It's very expensive to live in New York, like 50 Cent says. He says this, I don't want to be business partners with New York. It's like 50-50. No pun intended. Let's keep on moving forward. You guys double tap that screen and get those likes up. Yes, it is very expensive to live in New York, unless you have like a rent-controlled apartment or you're getting some sort of subsidy on your rent. Yeah, you guys, it's real out here. Just want to let you know it's not just you. All of us are going through it. Let's get on over to Michigan because I'm sure you want to know what Ilhan Omar has to say as she squares off against the feds after she was kicked out of this Minneapolis ICE facility. Seems to me like someone's trying to divert the content about what's really happening to something else. I don't know what you guys, let me know what you think about this topic right here as we get into it. Let's go.
Hey guys, Congresswoman Angie Craig. Hi guys. Hi. We are exercising our congressional authority. Congresswoman Angie Craig. This is Congresswoman Kelly Morrison. Congresswoman Ilhan Omar. Can we talk to you guys in there? Yeah. If we can come past and we can.
She said, can we talk to you guys in there? They like, no. How about no?
And probably talk to
our supervision.
Yeah. If you guys can move this way so we can have a conversation with them, that would be great. Right. Is that okay?
Please step back. The gate is coming down. Right there. I don't want anybody to get hurt.
You think so?
You, man. Why do you have your pepper spray out? Why do you have your pepper spray out, officer? What's the danger?
You guys got some really interesting comments right there. Florida is actually very expensive. I know it is. And then we got somebody that says California is more expensive than New York is right now. Jesus Christ. So it became some sort of like a standoff. They did not get access. And of course, she wasn't really happy about the situation. And I think she actually has a little bit of gaggle right after this right here. it would seem pretty crazy if you just want to walk up, you don't make an appointment.
You guys stay.
Fine from behind the wire. Yes, this is Congresswoman Kelly. Megan. And Megan from
Hey, do we need to clear the drive so the cars can get through? Yep, get on the driveway, guys. Get on the driveway. People's gonna come through.
we have you all please back up.
Back it up, please.
Federal
Back it up.
property.
Thank
you. Thank you.
Back up. Request a member of the media come with us. Come with you.
No. And they were turned down. Yes, you guys, let's keep on moving forward. Like I said, double tap their screen to get those likes up. I think in a time like this, there needs to be some sort of maybe a moderator or somebody that's going to say, hey, we're trying to go in and see what's going on with the people over there. Can we set up an appointment or something before you just try to walk up? Because honestly, it seems to me like it's more for the media blitz than it really what they really went there for. They're trying to really get some sort of maybe publicity. I'm not sure, but that's what a lot of people do. Let's double tap their screen, get those likes. So we're going over to Chicago because women like Donna C. That's her name, Danny C. I like this lady right here because not only is she a very smart person, she gets right to the point. We got these Black Lives Matter people that are starting to call back and try to come out of the woodwork again, trying to start up all of this George Floyd sort of situation. I like the way that she answers the call right here, and she puts an immediate bat signal in the air and tells everybody that we need to basically ask for President Trump to go ahead and release the National Guard in Chicago right now. But how to act while they're out there, just so certain things won't go down. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's double tap that screen to get those likes up. Try to get this open as much as possible. Again, let's get on over to Chicago with Danny C.
Shut these streets down. Again. Make the city pay. Again.
Chicago residents, y'all better stand down. We are not definitely not protesting, not getting into this fight. Listen, especially when these Democrats, Brandon Johnson, Lori Lightfoot, took all our resources, took everything from us and spent it on illegal aliens. Then came back and taxed us with these high property tax bills to pay for them. And they're going to continue to pay for them and fight for them. Making sure that they have, Pritzker just signed the bill to make sure they have free college, free health care, free everything, free trade school programs,
Crazy.
Everything. And you think that we are going to fight for people who that they're trying to give our dream, American dream away to? No, that's not happening. Look, Chicagoans, stand down. This don't have anything to do with you. If anything, you better be fighting and asking President Trump to send in the National Guard to lock this down so we can get these people up out of here. We're not playing this game anymore. Listen, the Democrat Party is a scam. And that's all they do is lie to you. Remember they told you that ICE was coming to get you and they were going to deport Black Americans to Africa. Remember?
Yeah, they definitely did say that, y'all. They was like, yeah, and they kept on trying to say that a couple of months ago. Yeah, Bugatti, what you gonna do when they come for you next? I swear the whole time I was like that little dog with the hound ears like this. Seriously? They coming to get me to deport me where? Where the hell they gonna send Bugatti to? Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because I love it. She got a point. And when you hear more than one person that has a brain, it's very comforting. I got to just tell you, it is.
Remember they told you that ICE was coming to get you and they were going to deport Black Americans to Africa. Remember they told you that? Okay, that didn't happen, right? I know. All they do is fearmonger you to react emotionally. So I'm telling you, Chicagoans, stand down. Let's let ICE come in and do their job. And if you have people who want to impede and stand in the way and try to shoot or block an ICE officer or try to use their car as a weapon against an ICE officer, then hey, like I said, Chicagoans, stand down. Let's let ICE do their job, because listen, we getting these people up out of office. It's time to put the citizens first, the Chicagoans first. We're not fighting this for people who came over here illegally and have took and stolen all our resources, who have committed fraud. Look what happened in Minnesota. That's what they're trying to do, divert from what's really happening. So we want talk about that $9 billion they stole from the taxpayers. That's what they don't want you to know and talk about. So now we're going to keep the forefront of where's our money, and we're not letting that go. This is what we voted for. Thank you, President Trump. And Trump, listen, if you have to shut it down and declare martial law and get these people up out of here, because these people are they're becoming too emboldened to just do what they think they want to do to federal officers or law enforcement. So we're going to have to show them that this is not what they want. So
just go ahead, girl.
Go fight in your own country. You won't even fight the government in your own country because you're too scared and you're a coward.
Yeah.
But then you're gonna come over here and think that you just gonna punk the American citizens and punk our military and our government and do what you want to do and bring that here. No, that.
All right, Danny, it's the Bugatti show, not yours. You got to get up out of here. I appreciate that right there, turning my people up and making them like, yo, what happened? Yes, it's Bugatti NYC. It's not the Danny C show. It's our bottom line. Do your boy a favor and double tap that screen and get those likes up. If you appreciate the content that your boy goes and researches and digs out and finds. Why? Because I just love people that make common sense. That's all I ask for. Just make some common sense. I don't care what party you're from. Who's that right there? We got some love going from Adrenus, all right, member for 1 month. Thank you so much for becoming a member. I really appreciate that. We appreciate you, and that's what we trying to get more people to do over here. Become a member, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell down there so that you know we're on. Also, can I get a couple of likes for the heat? Because we coming through with it today. It's Purple Sunday, y'all. Let's get on over to South Africa. I told you we go all over the world, right? This is very important to somebody somewhere. Watch the COJ arrest alleged Bryanston home hijackers. This was pretty intense right here, you guys. What do they call them? Home hijackers? I think over here they call them squatters.
Okay, we're back at 146 Grosvenor. This is the third time that this house has been raided. It looks pretty serious this time. They were given 7 days to leave. We've got, this is Johannesburg water.
Johannesburg.
Yeah, they're digging out the water meter. This is the...
So when they come to kick you out your crib in Johannesburg, they come heavy like this. Now you tell me this ain't embarrassing right here. This is at least about 40 people out here. They come dig up the water meter out of the ground. They cut the electric off. It's over. It's different. You ain't living in New York where you get 30-day grace period. Police come knocking on the door. You talking about, what are you talking about? I've been here 30 days. You got to take me to court. You mess around, they drag you out in Johannesburg and feed you to a lion. Don't mess around with them people. It ain't the same place. Let's keep on moving forward over here, y'all.
Entrance to the home. This house has been hijacked for the last 5 years. News 24 first brought this story last year. I think it was November. And they finally actioned.
You talking about embarrassing? If anybody know you in that neighborhood and you getting evicted and all them people outside like that, that's the neighbors coming over here like, what the hell? What happened to the Johnson's house? Are you serious? You guys did not? That'd be the most embarrassing thing. You come outside the house like this with a hoodie on, with the face like this, just so you can see out of one eye, just like that.
They are busy, it looks like, actually physically tearing down the homes.
Yeah, so not only did they go in there, they tearing down the house, they locking him up. He going to jail. We already gave you a chance. They going through the trunk, looking for weapons, all kind of, yeah. They're not playing. This what happened out there.
So this is the hijacker that they are busy arresting now.
Now that's one thing to be called a squatter. I mean, a squatter is one thing, but a hijacker, Oh my God. Let's double tap that screen to get those likes up, you guys. We got to get on over to New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it. I swear to you. Anywhere, it's up to you. New York, New York. Let's go, you guys, because this situation is not funny. It's not a good story. It's a bad story, actually. I got to be honest with you. So I tried to open you up to something a little more comfortable just to lay the ground, because it's going to get pretty rough right now. We got a situation that happened in the pizzeria where a fight leads to a deadly stills nabbing. Can't say that word. In Queens. Councilwoman says that they're looking for the iller. I can I say that word? I'm not sure. I won't even say it. I'm going to let them say all that. But let me just get you guys over there quick so you can see what's going on over here really quick.
Now to a developing story. A teenager stabbed to death in Queens. Police released images of two people they are searching for in connection to this case.
And John Diaz joining us live from Woodhaven with more details on this incredibly sad story. John?
Yeah, sad indeed. Let me tell you guys, this loss really still sinking in for this community. A local councilwoman is saying that actually what started off with a fight inside a nearby pizza place then came out to the streets here. It ended with a tragic loss of this teenager.
If you guys remember yesterday, the story that we showed you with the security guard, when the guy tried to trip him, and then it's almost like the same situation. Somebody being chased down in broad daylight.
Go down there and take a look here at your screen. This is the surveillance video, and it captures the moments leading up to the attack. You can see one person chasing the victim, who police have identified as 17-year-old H+our Argudo. We stopped the video before the stabbing, and this morning, police say they're searching for these two people in this deadly attack, releasing these photos earlier this morning, identifying them as persons of interest. Now, police say this went down just before 4 p.m. Friday by the corner of 86th Avenue and 76th Street here in Woodhaven, Queens, saying the teen who lived around the corner was stabbed in the neck and was transported to Jamaica Hospital Medical Center in critical condition, but was later pronounced dead. Neighbors say the violence unfolded in just seconds, leaving a young life cut short and a community in shock.
It was heartbreaking. It was very sad.
Who's telling a young kid to stab another young kid with a knife in the middle of the day? They need role models.
Now, while the scene has since been cleared, police say they're still actively investigating the case, going through as much evidence and surveillance video. They're also still trying to figure out a motive behind this, and they've yet to make any arrests. For now, though, we are live this morning from Woodhaven, Queens. John Diaz, CBS News, New York.
Thank you, John.
Anytime something like that happens, I automatically think of my own age. I'm like, whoa, could you imagine, like 17, has not even had the chance to even get the sense of what life is about. Had a backpack, and the way that he was being chased down, you guys, you saw it. He was running for dear life. He was like digging in that photo. And the guy just caught up to him and had the weapon out. Same sort of situation. I don't understand what's going on with people and why they don't care about each other. And another thing about it, there's two different sorts of those sorts of crimes. There's one that's a pow-pow, where it's not hands-on touching and there's an instrument being used. And then there's the assault of the other one, where it's your actual coming into contact with the person's structure and their body and their being. That's why a lot of times when the crime comes up, if it's with a weapon that you actually had to handle, you get more time for something like that, because you really have to have your mind together to do something like that. With a pow-pow, it's like, okay, bye, 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 bye. They consider that much different than actually inflicting it with your actual touch doing it. Sad situation right there, you guys. I want to pray for the child, still a young child, 17 years old, teenager who lost his life, as well as his family who's probably all shook up behind this, and his friends in school probably as well. Whoever around the neighborhood that probably saw this is probably affected by it as well. Just want to pray for everybody right now to give them strength in this terrible, tragic moment. Amen. Keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's get on over to Washington. We got these bipartisan lawmakers who are now asking for an oversight for Epstein's files to be released. since they have not been forthcoming with the files so far. Let's keep on moving forward. You guys double tap that screen to get those likes up. I'd appreciate it. Let's go.
On the release of the EPSTEIN files, Kentucky Representative Thomas Massie and a California Democratic representative sent a letter Thursday to a federal judge in New York. It requests the appointment of a special master or independent monitor to oversee the Department of Justice's document release in compliance with the Epstein Files Transparency Act. The letter argues that the DOJ's December 19th document release did not fully comply with the law that Congress passed, forcing those records to light.
Yeah, I vote 91% of the time with the party, but when they're covering up for pedophiles or starting a new war or doing regime change or bankrupting the country, and that 9%, Jake, I'm not with my party. What I'm concerned about is not the volume of material that they haven't released. It's specific documents they haven't given us where we know there are individuals who will be named. They're withholding those documents. Also, we believe they're over-redacting the files in contravention of the law, the letter of the law.
Earlier this week, the Justice Department said more than 2 million Epstein documents are yet to be released and still being reviewed.
I think they got something. I think they got something to do with the news too, because for some reason, every time it gets to your boy right there, it conveniently gets low. Now, I ain't talking about what's his name? Flow Rider neither. I'm talking about, yeah, we ain't stupid. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because you think I ain't have more? I got more on that topic anyway. Let's keep on moving forward now, because we got to get on over what we got right here. Oh, is this the Thomas Massie joint that we did already? Oh, no, we got some full gaggle. Yeah, let's get some more from Thomas Massie. I think it's going to be a little better on this one, because the last one wasn't so good. He's talking about Trump and attacks the morality, also comments on Epstein files and the release of what's going on. And what do they call it? A dog watcher? Here, let him say it.
17 Republicans, voted with Democrats yesterday. Is this a sign for Speaker Johnson and that he really needs to address health care?
I don't know. Maybe they wanted it to happen. Maybe this was a safety fuse, a sanctioned riot. I don't know.
Can you tell us about why you sent that letter to a federal judge asking for a special master?
We think it's the most polite and most expeditious way to get this resolved. And the thing we need resolved is we do not believe that the DOJ is following the letter of the law or the spirit of the law with the Epstein Files Transparency Act. And Pam Bondi and Todd Blanche have been talking to this judge about the redactions, and so we thought it was appropriate to ask Judge Engelmeyer to appoint the special master.
Why do you think you're still getting attacked by President Trump on social media?
I think he's attacking me to keep the rest of these guys in line. He mentioned me several times in the retreat, even though I wasn't there, and I think he's just trying to drive home to them that, hey, if you don't stay in line, I'll give you the Massie treatment.
Do you think that's why they didn't vote to override his veto?
Yeah, I mean, I do think there was some bully pulpit intimidation going on there that, the veto override for the water project in Colorado got kind of close, and I think if there hadn't been sort of this inherent threat.
All right, that's it on Epstein. We try to get as much as we can get out of him. Let's double tap that screen to get those likes up, you guys. They're asking him various questions, but again, I'm trying to get as much as I could about the Epstein topic. I'm assuming that that's going to be all that he gave us on that. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because again, we got a lot to go over. You guys know how we do. We come out of left field, boom, and hit you with something that you wouldn't believe. And I got something for you right now that you're not going to believe also. We've got some different footage of a different angle from the situation of what happened in Minnesota, from the can't say it, the pow-powing of the person that lost their life. I'm just going to let them say it right here. Basically, I got some more surveillance video footage from the moments preceding the deadly ICE shooting in Minneapolis, Minnesota. This is what happened right before it went down, you guys. Check this out. I want you guys to notice this is a Ring camera. Okay, we can see a fence right here, of course. This is that fence that was across the street from the incident, coming from across the street. Okay, as you guys, I just try to line it up right here. Back here, you do see the ICE vehicles. And then right here is where you're gonna see that vehicle that with the lady that got powed at, right there or right here. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, let's go. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's open that screen up. It's not, no audio, by the way. No audio. Just trying to show you this angle from across the street. It's kind of hidden by this tree. And this happened before. Now this is the wife right there. As you guys probably saw this video before, that's the wife right there getting inside the car. That's the police officer going behind her. And then there's two police officers, well, two ICE agents over here, one ICE agent behind. The one closest to the car, that's the wife. Yeah, he was in the front of that car. He was definitely in front of that car. And another thing that no one is taking into consideration, and I don't know if they're going to take into consideration, is this ICE agent was already dragged 100 yards. Yeah, he was already dragged 100 yards last year in a similar sort of apprehension. So he's already a little bit shaken up about that one right there. So you can imagine if he's trying to apprehend somebody and the car is coming at him, he's probably going to be a little bit shocked or taken back to that situation. Do me a favor and double tap that screen to get those likes up, you guys. We got to get on over to Ohio. We got to get this sentence going on to this final 3 suspects in this barbaric situation right here. That's right, you guys. We're putting the sweat out today. We're working hard on Purple Sunday. You know why? Because not only do we have some fun stuff and gaggle to get into, but we got serious situations like this, what's going on in Ohio. I'm not really happy about this at all. And it's going to be one right behind it, where sometimes you trust somebody to be around your family, and that's the same person that may be the one that hurts you. You got to really, my mother always told me, that's one thing I want you guys to always take with you. Be careful who you call your friends and who you have around you and in your home. Because people that you trust, they're already very close to you, and they can do good to you as well as harm to you. Check this situation out right here, where we got a situation where these 3 finally are getting sentenced for a barbaric murder. Check this out, you guys. And one of them actually was one of the friends of the friends that they orchard. Can't say the rest of it. Let's go. Just let them say it.
To thank all of the agents, all of the officers, everyone that helped bring justice for my baby.
After 4 long years, a family's wait for justice finally comes to a conclusion.
This one right here, Pillsbury Doughboy. Y'all can call me what y'all want, but this dude right here, I don't think he deserves to even be around after you hear what he did. Trusted him.
Today, a judge sentenced the last 3 people who killed Alicia Pointer.
One of them, a close family friend who betrayed them.
Katie Tursek was in the emotionally charged courtroom when the judge handed down the punishment.
Nate, I just hope you really, I really hope you understand my pain, I don't know, we lived with each other, we fed you.
Aaliyah Pointer faced her twin sister's killers in court Friday. One of them, Nathaniel Polk, a close family friend.
I don't understand how you did this.
Even now, she's still stunned Polk would go through such a grisly crime. In November 2021, 6 people kidnapped her sister Alicia. They tortured her, then killed her. It was her 22nd birthday, a day that now haunts Alicia Pointer's mother.
Her birthday should have been a day of joy for her. Instead, it was filled with terror.
Prosecutors say they wanted revenge, information about their friend's death.
They told some truths and still yet so many lies on this stand, still leaving us with so many unanswered questions.
The killers dumped Alicia's body in a burned-out home in East Cleveland. Today, a judge sentenced the last 3 of her killers.
Of all the defendants in this case, I think it's possible none of them hurt this family more than Nathaniel Polk. And when Aaliyah, Nate's friend, Nate's good friend, Alicia's twin sister, on their birthday, asked him for help, he lied to her.
Polk got 23 to 28 years. Portria Williams will serve life with a chance for parole after 23 years. Destiny Henderson got 25 to 30 years. Wednesday, the judge sentenced the other 3 defendants. Hakeem Ali Shomo and Anthony Bryant will die in prison. Brittany Smith took a plea deal. She'll serve life. Smith can seek parole in 41 years.
I had to sit here and see images and hear things that no parent should ever have to.
I asked Alicia's mother if justice was served, and she tells me justice is getting her daughter back. But sadly, we know that that's not possible. In Cleveland, Kay Tursek, 19 News.
And guys, yeah, I hear the people in the chat asking for information about the feds. They want to see more evidence about what happened with that. I understand what you're saying with that. And I'd like to see more information as well. I agree. We're not going to pray yet. Sadly, we've got another story in Ohio that we've got to get into, and we're going to pray at the same time about these 2 stories. This one here. Whew. Whew. Let's go, you guys. Let's go. We got a mom of 3. Pow, pow, 10 times in the bed where her children are asleep. They arrested the dad behind this story right here, you guys. And you're talking about painful to even talk about. I'm really going to let them just cover this story right here if you guys don't mind. Let them say it.
Well, 2 years after a deadly shooting, the court case moves forward for the suspect or suspected accomplice of what deputies say was a staged home invasion murder. As West 2's David Jones reports, 2 men were arrested in an Orange County mother's killing, and 1 has now been transferred into Orange County custody.
Investigators say 30-year-old mother Porsche Streeter ran a hairdressing business from her apartment, which became a crime scene. In January 2024, deputies responded to find Streeter shot to death and her boyfriend, 32-year-old Son Range Jr., who was shot in his upper arm. A year and some change later, the Orange County Sheriff's Office arrested Range for the killing, saying he orchestrated the whole thing, along with Benjamin Garman, making it all look like a home invasion.
You can't trust nobody nowadays, boy. The second time, same kind of like situation. This is crazy.
You're now in a situation where you are looking at life in prison.
Criminal defense attorney Trey Flynn, who's unassociated with the case, says the brutal nature of the killing elevates it.
This is a very, very, very serious crime. In this situation, Mr. Garman is alleged to have shot somebody not just 1 time, but 10 times. And what does that mean? That means there's an aggravation there in this sort of homicide case. You're not going to be able to claim self-defense in this sort of situation.
This new mugshot of Garman was taken when he was transferred to Orange County custody. He was previously being held out of county on federal weapons charges, to which he pled guilty.
They executed a search warrant on a residence that he was at after the homicide took place. During that time, they located firearms in the residence, and the federal prosecutors felt, hey, as a convicted felon, as somebody possessing firearms, this is a case that is of interest of us.
Investigators allege Range and Garman set up the home invasion killing because of a custody dispute between Range and Streeter over their shared children, and because Range said Streeter was hiding money from him. David Jones, West 2 News.
Oh boy, man, y'all gotta pick them better, y'all ladies, y'all gotta know how to pick them better. Like my mother told me, sometimes being alone and not having that many friends is not so bad, boy. I want to pray for both situations, both stories, both families who lost family members, as well as friends, and anybody who's been affected by these stories. It's getting so much, we got to stack them up together, you guys. It's ridiculous when it gets like this, but I can't not show you guys what's going on because I feel like we need to get it out there, so hopefully they can be prevented by more knowledge. Amen. Keep on moving forward, you guys. Now we got to get on over to LA. We got this driver who's been arrested after 2 fatal crashes turned herself into the police. This is her second offense. And I'm getting tired of these DUIs and driving under the influence or whatever like that, because I've been telling you guys about this story as we've been following up this month. Every single story that we've been following when it has to do with a DUI, when someone loses their life, how come they don't get no real jail time? I don't get it. They always slap them on the wrist with a little bit of jail time. I don't understand that.
A driver suspected to be linked to 2 deadly crashes, including a hit and run, has turned herself in. But officers think someone may know more about what happened at those crashes. We go live to Fox 11's Gina Silva in Buena Park. And Gina, you spoke to a family member of one of the victims.
That is correct, and I can tell you that the family is grappling with such a tremendous loss and now learning that the suspected hit-and-run driver was also involved in another deadly accident. They are demanding justice.
She was beautiful, she was talented. She was a singer in the choir, in the church, in this high school. This tore me apart.
What the hell is going on?
A heartbroken mother and family members are mourning the loss of Bobby Smith, who was killed in a hit-and-run crash in Long Beach on January 4th. One of her friends was also killed in that same collision. The family says they are outraged after learning the suspected driver in this case had been involved in another deadly crash in October of last year. Police say Zenik Owens struck a bicyclist in Long Beach who later died from his injuries.
This individual was involved in another incident in October whom also killed someone.
And so, she out of jail?
You know, we just don't understand, and we are very hurt that this person was out and was able to hurt someone else, our family member. And not only our family member, other victims as well. And so we want justice served.
Owens was charged with reckless driving and vehicular manslaughter on the first case, and charges are pending now on the second case. Investigators are asking if anyone knows anything, they have any information on these 2 cases, to contact the Long Beach Police Department.
I know one thing, she better not get no bail again, because I don't think them families going to be able to deal with that after all of that going on. How the hell was she able to get bailed out again? Oh God, I want to pray for that lady, her family, everybody affected by this tragedy. And please, Lord, can you please, can we just, for a whole, maybe a year, no more, please? Because we got enough. I know it's a big ask, but Lord, please, we got to slow it down. I'm just so tired of reporting stuff like this back to back. Amen, you guys. I'm sorry. I apologize. But we got to report what the news is giving us and stories so that we can give you guys follow-ups and not say, hey, Bugatti, you forgot about the story about the girl, about the guy that's arrested. Let's see what happened to him. What about this other story? So it sucks that we got to tell those stories so that we can do the follow-ups. I don't like doing them. I promise you I don't. Let's get on over to Nebraska now. Douglaston County Sheriff Officer. Okay, he's arrested for what? I think he stole something. That's a little better right now. Okay, we're going to follow the breadcrumbs? Okay, we're talking about following some breadcrumbs over here, you guys. I'm hoping that this is maybe some theft. Hopefully. We're talking about following some bread. Wait a minute. Yeah, this is the one.
It was an arrest, a year and a half in the making.
Douglas County Sheriff's Office says these 2 are from Texas. They targeted smaller Midwest cities like Omaha.
KG Investigates as Waverly Monroe walks us through the criminal investigation.
They have a name for this in Texas and in certain places where they follow you from the bank and they wait till you get home and they real snob you. I think they was calling it bopping or something like that, but it was real big a couple of months ago. These guys were going all over the Midwest, real snobbing people. Nebraska, also way out in Texas, and many different places as well.
They drove 897 miles to Omaha, Nebraska, to Douglas County to commit crimes, probably figuring that nobody would ever find them.
But the Douglas County Sheriff's Office did find them.
This took a lot of time to really follow the breadcrumbs and put it all together.
A year and a half to be exact. You may remember this video from August 2024. Douglas County Sheriff's Office was looking for information about this brazen attack.
There was a mom who was robbed in her own driveway. They stole her Louis Vuitton purse. They stole her bank bag, and they stole her engagement ring.
Sheriff Aaron Hansen says the multiple suspects were staking out banks and followed the victim home to a neighborhood near 190th and Maple.
We had a vehicle description, but it had no plate.
Investigator Kaylee Pigsley says the suspects took off their plate before entering and leaving the state, but that didn't stop them from eventually finding a plate number. Hansen said the use of license plate readers and Omaha Police Department's real-time operations center led them to crack the case.
That was huge for us to be able to identify the vehicle.
They've been doing this for a number of months now, following people from the banks, y'all.
Partners down in Texas for any law enforcement records pertaining to that vehicle. And that is truly kind of what blew the case wide open after we identified that vehicle.
Then Pigsley and another investigator subpoenaed cell phone data.
We believe from their intentions and their travel patterns, we had them sitting on different banks in main corridors in Omaha, and we could see them sitting in bank parking lots, for 20, 30, 40 minutes at a time, and all of that was from cell phone data.
So they've been watching them doing what they was doing, you guys. It's good that they did some good investigative work about this, and yes, this is the primary location where I remember reporting the story from, and it happened like not too long ago because it's been continuously going on. It hasn't stopped, but it's still going on in these areas. So you guys in Texas, certain areas that have like, what do they got, those drive-up ATMs and stuff like that, you got to be careful at those locations because that's what they're targeting now.
Hansen says the group drove hundreds of miles north to specifically target Omaha.
We believe this is a crime group that specifically travels from Texas around the Midwest to focus on banks and ATM machines in order to find their victims.
Hansen says one of the suspects, 21-year-old Markel Penny, was brought to Douglas County from Houston in October. There, he was charged with 2 felonies and then released on bond. He's ordered to wear an ankle monitor. While the other suspect, 19-year-old Brad Folcom, authorities say he will first face unrelated charges in Texas before being brought here. DCSO is still looking for 2 additional suspects.
Yeah, so I'm sure that there's just a number of people that's been onto it because it's something new that the kids are doing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm old enough to say that now. That's something new that the kids are doing. And when they play Grand Theft Auto, it's all a part of the ensemble. The mask, the running up on people. They don't do what we used to do, you guys, the Generation X's. You know what? We used to like to get a job, summer youth work. You know, you go to work for the summertime, then you get your clothes and you come back September and you can or August and show everybody what you bought because you actually work for it and feel good about it. Nah, they don't want that. They want the quick buck, the skizam. They go, hey, you give me $100, I can turn it into 2,000. Huh? Next thing you know, credit card, bank account, all information all jacked up. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Let's keep on moving forward right now. We got to get on over to the Minneapolis situation that I told you guys about, where these protesters stormed this Minneapolis hotel where ICE agents were held up. I mean, like, this is getting a little intense right here. I don't know what you guys are thinking about it. I really would want to know. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and get a Q&A on this one. I want to know what you guys have to think about this situation right here. Being on the ICE agent side and having something like this going on outside. If you were actually in this place, in this hotel.
There's news. Fox News alert: an unlawful assembly declared in Minneapolis after thousands of anti-ICE protesters hit the streets in response to the fatal shooting of Renee Good.
The situation turning violent with one group attempting to breach a hotel where they believed ICE agents are staying.
Matt Finn is live on the ground in...
Well, I'm going to tell you what I be doing. Oh, they down there? Hope they don't make it in for their sakes or mine. Hey, it is what it is. What y'all got for me in the comments? I'm thinking he's a lawyer. Barn White, thank you for your service. Yep, me too, Gotti. There you go. Look at Brian King's like, yep, I think these people should be arrested. God bless Trump and God bless MAGA. Rome didn't have the intent of flying cars either. Good morning, everyone. I'm so angry about Renee Good. Okay, I understand your anger and I feel for you because still a human being. It's a human being that lost her life. And any way you try to, let's say, sway it, this person was wrong, that person was wrong, or whatever, someone lost their life. Bottom line. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys.
Minneapolis with the latest. Matt, good morning. What are you seeing there?
Well, Rachel, it's quiet right now, but really just a few hours ago, not far from where I'm standing, things turned violent and got pretty dicey. a large crowd of protesters and rioters surrounded a hotel where they believe immigration agents are staying here in Minneapolis. Our Garrett Tenney was on the scene last night. He said a smaller group of the protesters broke into the depot in downtown Minneapolis, tossing around the furniture inside, while others were spray painting anti-ICE messages on the windows. Now,
so my question is this: you know how in the beginning of all of this stuff, when it first happened, before they even started to deploy ICE or National Guard, the first thing that they said was the police are not going to get involved in certain states. Sad part about that is when everybody now in these comments are saying stuff like, well, why not call the police? Why not get the police involved? That's why, because in certain states, the police can't get involved. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, and please correct me if I'm wrong.
Now, outside, the protesters were playing instruments, banging drums, and blowing whistles to prevent immigration agents from sleeping or getting rest. Our Fox affiliate reports police declared an unlawful assembly sometime around the 10 o'clock hour. Now, yesterday, body camera video showing some of the final moments leading up to that ICE agent shooting of Renee Good was obtained by Fox. Let's watch that full video.
That's fine, dude. I'm not mad at you. Show your face. I'm not mad at you. That's okay. We don't change our plates every morning, just so you know. It'll be the same plate when you come talk to us later. That's fine. U.S. citizen, former. You want to come at us? You want to come at us? I say go get yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
Out of the car. Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
5 years ago, the U.S. brought together Israel, Morocco,
Drive, baby, drive.
the United.
Should have just got out that car. I think she should have just got out that car. And I'm not victim shaming at all, you guys.
Now, Vice President J.D. Vance says that body camera video shows that the officer shot Renee Good in self-defense, but the Democratic mayor of Minneapolis here, Jacob Fry, he is condemning the federal agent.
So now, what was that hit the ground afterward? There was something that seemed like it hit the ground. Was that his phone? Did he fall to the ground, you guys? Answer this question for me. Did he fall to the ground, or was that his phone that hit the ground? Because I heard something hit the ground if you guys didn't hear it yourselves. So now I want to know, you guys, was that his phone? Was that was that the camera on his chest or whatever? What was that, you guys? Do me a favor. Delbert, he never fell. You were protesting for what? Stop audience, and this is taxpayers' money. What did she think was going to happen? Delivery Smith goes to do. Drew, you are a coward. Okay, body camera. Oh, it was a body camera. That's what it was. Okay, you guys, they said it was a body camera. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, and all the time and every day, just because. We got to pray for the person that lost their life no matter what in this situation, and the family members as well, and hopefully they'll get through this tragic situation because they still have feelings as well no matter what. Amen. No matter how you guys feel, and I get it, everybody has their own opinion, but someone lost their life. Let's keep on moving forward now to these alleged squatters that reportedly pulled on homeowners. Imagine that. You got somebody that's squatting at your house. You go knock on the door, and they answer the door with a 38. And you like, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Like, are you serious right now? And then you call the police, and guess what the police say? They can't help you. You went up. You guys don't believe me? Watch this. It doesn't only happen in New York. I thought New York had some pretty terrible landlord laws, but Chicago, you guys reflect the city of New York's laws when it comes down to squatters.
Please tell me the squatter law is new and they're working out the kinks to make sure they're abiding by everyone's legal rights. Now, one property owner thought she could finally have the squatters removed from her home, but today she learned it's not that simple.
Now, this is the one, I don't know if you guys saw that guy with the Bushido sword, and he came in there talking about he gonna do all types of swinging around. I don't know if it's a good idea to send him in there. He better go in there with that big thing that he said he got, especially when you hear this.
I'm helpless now.
I put all of my faith in the new law.
Mary Welch has owned a condo unit in this Chatham building for more than a decade. She's been renovating the unit, hoping to rent or sell it. But last month, she says she discovered a stranger living there.
I knocked a few minutes, then all of a sudden, the door opened and a woman with a gun pointing at me appeared and began screaming that she was going to shoot if I didn't leave because I had no authority to be on the premises.
Wow.
She says the person inside claimed that her mother signed a lease and they had a right to be there.
I said, you couldn't possibly have a lease because I am the owner.
Welch says CPD came out, but she didn't have her deed on her, so she left, went and got it, and called police again. She says ultimately police informed her there was nothing they could do. That's when she learned about a new squatter law going into effect in the new year.
I Googled the news, I researched, and I encountered your TV's interview segment.
We've been covering Illinois' squatting problem for years, but the new law, which went into effect on January 1st, aims to address that.
They're saying they've been there for months.
We were there today as police, State Rep LaShawn Ford, and Alderman Michelle Harris arrived at the property trying to help. After hours of investigating and speaking with the person inside, police told us they were not able to get her and the dogs out of the property because they had been living there before the new law went into effect. Police also told me they're still working through how to implement this new law. State Representative Ford says he'll be addressing this in Springfield.
Talking to Chicago PD and the aldermen, we know that there's work that needs to be done to improve this law. Today is an example of us having to do more with law enforcement to educate them on what the intent of the law is.
It's a painful reality for Welch, who says she just wants her property back.
I am angry beyond words that despite the new law, it is not going to remove my squatters today.
The Chicago Police Department says it does not carry out evictions. CPD says it does enforce criminal trespass to property when officers can verify and establish whether an individual is legally trespassing. But Welch says she showed officers her deed today and they still couldn't get the people out. Now, I did speak with the woman who was living inside. She says she is not a squatter. She says she has a lease. I asked her to send me a copy of that lease, and she hung up the phone on me. Back to you.
Oh.
She's like, pick up the phone. She's like, I don't think so. I'm gonna give it. Hold on a minute. Is that somebody calling me over there? Is that somebody on my other line? Beep. You know you ain't got no damn lease for that lady apartment. You know you dead wrong for doing that. But guess what? Some people are like that. They will find your property. I know people that I know of people that professionally do stuff like that. They'll actually go looking for houses just to break in. Next thing you know, they got mail coming in and all of this stuff. And guess what? New York, after 30 days, you got to take them to court to get them out. Sometimes that can take up to 6 months. That's right, you guys. So you're paying for a lawyer $500 minimum every appearance, unless you got them on retainer. Plus you're losing money from the property. So how you guys think about that? So do your boy a favor, double tap that screen to get those likes up. I'd really appreciate it, because we got much more to get into over here with Philadelphia, where we got this alleged, oh, I don't want to do this one. We going past this one. No, I ain't even say no words about it. So we swiping to the left. Now we gonna get on to, are we doing that? No, we ain't doing that one neither. I don't want to see no more fighting, nobody else getting beat up or nothing like that. We ain't doing no more of that. We done had enough of it. Where we going right now? Bop, bop, bop. Nope, we're not doing that. Oh, this one we gotta do. Damn, we gotta do this one. Oh boy. And this doesn't have anything to do with Erder, doesn't have anything to do with bullets, doesn't have anything to do with weapons. I think it has something to do with not having bars on the window, which is a very serious required law. Thank you for all the love, because I'm going to need it for this story right here. I'm really going to need it to give it right back to you guys. And do your boy a favor. I really would appreciate it. Thanks for the compliment about the suit as well. Can you double tap that screen to get those likes up and give me all the money in your pockets? I'm just kidding about that. Just trying to soften you up for this next story that's coming up, you guys. It's pretty sad. It's in Chicago. We got a 1-year-old boy. He fell from a 4-story north side building in Chicago. And they're saying that he's no longer with us, you guys. It's a pretty terrible story. His father was there to try to help him out. A couple of other neighbors were there as well. And he wasn't able to survive out of this tragic situation, you guys. So, yeah, here we go right here. Let's go.
How that 1-year-old fell from that high floor. The boy's death especially painful for one neighbor who tried desperately to save his life.
The tragedy at this Edgewater building, leaving residents in mournful reflection.
How short life is, how precious it is. Just like, show love, spread love to everybody,
Marion Lenz lives in the apartment building in the 5800 block of North Sheridan, where around 11:30 a.m., what every young parent fears became reality for one family.
Call takers on the line with a hysterical female saying something happened to her baby.
Police say a 1-year-old boy fell from the 4th floor of the 5-story mid-rise.
Thank you so much,
Lenz
Neon.
was outside near the front entrance when the child's father appeared from the back of the building.
The father came up to me, the baby had he had the baby in his arms and he was banging on the glass, asking for help.
Lenz says he called 911 and tried to save the baby's life.
911 was telling me how to do CPR until the paramedics arrived. And then the paramedics, came and took over and all that stuff. I'm still in shock from it. I just kind of broke down after. It's it was crazy.
It's in very serious condition. Give you an ambulance 32 shortly, headed to somewhere.
The 1-year-old was taken to St. Francis Hospital in Evanston and later died at Lurie Children's Hospital. How he fell is now being investigated.
Residents say the windows of the building slide open sideways and there are window screens. But again, it's unclear how that child fell from that 4th floor.
And it's not about the window screens, because the weight of a child can push a window screen out. Because the only thing I do building management and I know the laws. The only thing that's preventing the window screen from falling out itself are those 4 prongs that's on the side of it. You pull those out in order to clean the window screen. So if you got enough pressure going this way, that's nothing. You have to have bars on the window, and it's a law requirement in New York. No matter what the height of the apartment is, it can be a ground level apartment in New York. They're going to require you to get bars on the window, or you're going to get a level A violation, and you're going to have to pay $500 every time they send another violation in on that same one. And if you take too long, the city's going to take that job and hire a contractor out. They're going to go in there and put those bars in, and the city's going to charge you ×3 what the contract was, double, and the fact that they had to deal with it. Period. That's how that goes. Also, you guys with air conditioners, I want you guys to know that you're responsible for your ACs as well. All of the people that have been balancing their ACs on cans and bricks and things of that nature, that can get you arrested. Yes, if you're a superintendent or you manage a building, your goal and your responsibility is to walk your building every day, believe it or not. And if you see anything like that, you better report it. Because if you don't and something happens, you're the one that's going to be the scapegoat. Remember, you're the super or the one that maintains that building. Just to let you guys know stuff like that. When it comes down to windows like that, I don't know why Chicago only requires screens. I don't know their laws, but I know the New York State laws require every window, especially if a child is in the unit, to have bars on every window, even the bathroom. Just keep on moving forward. You guys double tap that screen to get those likes up. We're going to, no. Sorry about that. I'd like to pray for the young child, the 1-year-old who lost their life in this tragic event. Serious situation that happened right here. I'm hoping that the state, as well as hopefully, can make some sort of a law that's shining a light on this situation right here. Hopefully adapting one good thing that New York has going on, and that's the window guard law. And I want to say that, amen. Feel sad about that 1-year-old that didn't even have a chance to experience life. Probably was just playing by the window or something like that. And again, the weight of a screen, the weight of a body, even a little child, a couple of pounds of pressure is going to make that screen give away. So a screen cannot do that. A screen cannot prevent a child from falling out of the window, you guys. It has to be guards. It has to be bars. Let's keep on going, you guys. We got supporters of Jasmine Crockett. It's lit. You know what her supporters are saying and what everybody's saying about Jasmine Crockett? It's a waste of time and it's a waste of money if you give it to Jasmine Crockett. Because to me and to a lot of other people, she seems more like an IG influencer than an actual administrator or a congressperson. You see her doing TikToks and all of that and getting everybody else to do it. I mean, yeah, it's cool. But can you stick to the business at hand? We ain't got no time for politicians that's busy doing TikToks. We need people that's out here ready to get the business done. Do your boy a favor, double tap that screen to get those likes up. I'd really like to see where we're at right now with those numbers. I have no idea. But if we can get up to 400, you know, I OD all the time. I'd like to get to 400. The same way we're trying to get to 70,000 subscribers. Why? Because then we go to 80. Then we go to 90. Then we go to 100. And then we get the plaque. We working over here. We working. And yes, that is sweat. Let's get back to work, you guys. Double tap that screen. Let's go.
One former SNL star is not buying a ticket to the Jasmine Crockett show.
Don't waste your money sending to Jasmine Crockett. Do not do it.
I must agree.
Don't do it. You're gonna waste your money. Take it from someone who sent Sarah Gideon like a ton of money in Maine. Like, just don't do it. Don't waste your money. Don't do it.
It's hard enough to come by.
Thank you, Shannon.
That was Bowen and Yang agreeing with his committee.
Everybody thanks Shannon. She said that she used to watch local news all of the time. And now when she came across our show, because Shannon, now that you're a part of our show, she doesn't go anywhere else. She only goes to watch those other guys for the news. I'm so happy and I'm glad that I'm making a good content that you guys can actually appreciate. You guys, let's keep going.
Co-host Matt Rogers saying not to waste a dime on Jasmine Crockett's center run. They did not stop there. They also mocked Gavin Newsom.
I don't think so, honey. Gavin Newsom, if you're going to run for president, you need vocal surgery.
Oh.
You need to remove the polyps on your vocal cords. Listening to you is a nightmare. And I have a feeling you're going to be talking a lot.
All right, joining me now, the host of Fox News Saturday Night, Jimmy Fallon. Thank you for being here.
How about it? Nobody has to worry about me running for president because I wouldn't pass the background check. But let's talk about these people for a minute.
Are we allowed to make fun of everyone now?
They said Newsom got polyps.
It's all in. Okay, yes. We've kind of pulled the goalie in life. Our president's a comedian right now. He insults people at press, and we like it. It's refreshing. We want real candor. Yeah. I loved what Bowen Yang said and his co-host Matt Rogers said. Why? Because Jasmine Crockett is an Instagram influencer with a side hustle in Congress. People are starting to catch on to this sort of thing. He invoked Sarah Gideon up there. Okay, when you donate to those people, it's because they're getting a lot of clicks and you go like, wow, this person's going to do something. And what they're going to do is nothing, meaning they're hoping to trade the relevance for electoral status. But if you just run on, hey, look at me, once you get into office, you quickly realize none of the things you were getting looked at for help us. If you don't believe me, check out Zoran Mamdani's free bus program. Okay, he's a dopey TikTok guy that was popular on TikTok, but if you can't do it, what was the point in voting for it?
Right.
Yeah, because sometimes you get the numbers in other places and you run up that hype and everybody's like, oh, let's just do it to rile everything up. And that's all they wound up doing is riling everything up and nothing really comes of it. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Yeah, they went in on Jasmine Crockett as well as Gavin Olson. Somebody said Gavin Olson. They said, what he said, Newsom's devilish smile will charm many Democrats into voting for him. Newsom has polyps and Crockett has warts. Oh my God. 15 more likes, you guys. Let's get those likes up. I really would appreciate it, you guys. Let's keep on moving forward because it's not a game. I want you guys to know what to look for when it comes down to these tow companies. And yes, we expect companies like this to do certain things to us. But if you or any one of your family members have ever been a victim of being towed, or maybe there's some party you probably went to or an event, you parked your car, next thing you know, your car wound up in Queens and you live in Manhattan. You guys know that place that they put your car. Have you ever dealt with that if you lived in New York? That's right, you're in Manhattan. Next thing you know, they take your car all the way to Queens. And you got to go out there to get it. Why? Because they want you to take time to get out there. They want that storage fee. They're not stupid, you guys. Let's keep on moving forward to Milwaukee. We got this tow company. They've been scamming people and accused of so many illegal things, they might lose their license. Let's get on over here to Milwaukee, you guys. And I hope you never had to deal with nobody like this. Check this out.
A Milwaukee tow company accused of illegally towing cars now may lose their license. Drivers say they were forced to pay hundreds of dollars in cash to get their vehicles back. 12 News' Emily Pofall joining us.
You know how they be like, give me $250, I'll drop it right now. Give me $250, I'll drop it right now. I'll drop yours right now, nigga. You don't put my car down. I done seen people jump in the car and everything. They can't do nothing when the person's in the car.
Live near 35th in Wisconsin tonight. Emily, that is one of the places where cars got towed.
Yeah, Deanna, this is one of the lots that DT2 Towing tows from in the city. One woman's attorney I spoke to says that she had parked here legally in a handicapped spot only to find her car towed on Christmas Day.
It's constant. Every day I get a call about you. Every single day.
A Milwaukee tow company in the hot seat Tuesday.
You're stealing people's cars.
The city's licensing committee accusing DT2 Towing of illegally towing cars and preying on vulnerable drivers.
And then forcing them to pay you in cash. It is a shakedown.
Annie Smith's attorney, Michael Mastelman, says his client stopped by Walgreens at 35th in Wisconsin, Christmas Day 2024.
Anybody
going in to get
this?
medication. I mean, who wants to go anywhere on Christmas Day other than being with your family?
She, with her handicap plate displayed, parked in a handicapped spot.
Foul.
Minutes later, her car was gone.
That's
Later
foul.
found in DT2's towing lot at 26 in Silver Spring. Mastelman says workers there demanded she pay more than $400 in cash.
You submitted a picture to the licensing committee that says that they only accept cash. You can't only accept cash.
That's city ordinance, right?
Yeah.
Taria Shropshire paid almost the same.
I was pregnant and I have a son already. I was like, that's a lot.
After, she says, DT2 Towing illegally towed her car from the same Walgreens in June.
He told me that I would have to pay like $400 something cash if I wanted my car.
Tow company owner Don Thurman told the committee he's making changes and now lets people pay with card.
Do you, on a regular basis?
Hell, it changes. Give me that license. Give me that now. Get up out of here, bro. You got to go pregnant people and another lady on Christmas? Nigga, please, give me a damn license.
Basis offer people to pay with credit card?
Yes, I do, sir. And also on a regular basis, I'll get discounts. And also on a regular basis, I'll just get cars back to individuals on a regular basis, sir.
The committee ultimately voted not to renew the tow company's license.
Emily, the tow company still has its license, at least for now.
Right, the full Common Council will vote in a matter of weeks on whether or not to renew the tow company's license. If they vote not to renew, the tow company's license will expire in February. And I did reach out to DT2 Towing tonight. They wouldn't go on camera, but they would tell me that they do plan on fighting to keep their license.
And we're going to stay on top of this story.
And even if they don't fight, even if they don't win their license and they don't get to keep it, all they got to do is put it in their mama name. Double tap that screen and get those likes up. I like stories like that because you know what? Finally one for the little guy. How many of you guys watched that show Parking Wars, where they be over there putting them boots on them people's wheels, and it's this dude called Garfield. It's an older show. Garfield and the other lady from back in the day, it was called Parking Wars. Man, they used to get cursed out all the time. And the ones that be out there writing the tickets, I could never do a job like that. You got to be a pretty stern, sort of strict person like that to be able to take that kind of beat up. They be cursing them out. Oh, hell with I hate the parking authority. Oh, the parking authority sucks. Oh my God, y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Let's double tap that screen to get those likes up, because now we got a 600-pound that's right, you guys, Eeyore at this mug right now. We got a 600-pound donkey. You know we cover all the animals because we just love animals. So now we never showed you a donkey before. So I said, why not show them a donkey? He turns into a baby when his favorite person is around. Check this story out, you guys. They're like, no, Bugatti is not serious right now. He is not about to show it. Yes, I am about to show you a donkey. And not only is I'm going to show you a donkey, but a 600-pound donkey. And if I'm not mistaken, I think his name is, what's his name? Matter of fact, let him tell you. Here we go right here. And he all in the window.
Chocula.
I'm sorry, his name is Chocula.
Chocula knows that when he sees his pops that it's time to play. These guys are non-stop partying.
Why does he sound like the Staten Island Ferry?
Whatever Adam has, Chocula wants to share. Like, well, if Pops has it, then I need it too.
Yeah. One kiss, no bite.
I'll see Adam just laying on top of him like he's a beanbag chair. When people see the videos, they say, oh, he's like a big lap dog. When we got him, we didn't really know what we were getting into.
A donkey.
Kisses only.
No bite.
Donkey.
We got Chocula almost 4 years ago now. I happened to come across this ad where an older couple wanted to kind of get rid of some of the animals that they had. We had never had a donkey before. We were kind of learning as we went along. It probably took him about a week to really get comfortable. Adam was letting Chocula get away with a few things that I probably wouldn't have.
Chocula.
They were being a little rough with each other.
Caught him.
So I could see that he definitely was developing a really special bond with Adam. And when Adam has to come back inside the house, Chocula will cry and whine. That's when we knew that he would definitely need to have a donkey friend. So we ended up going to Sanctuary nearby. I was originally looking for somebody like older and high energy so Chocula would have a playmate. But I ended up just falling in love with Blueberry instead. He was so shy and so scared. I did worry about whether or not they would get along. But pretty much right away, they wanted to be together. If we tried to take Chocula on a walk without him, Blueberry would cry.
Shit right here, boy.
And I cannot imagine either of them without the other one at this point.
Okay, you guys, yeah, donkeys. Yeah, we did it. No, not donkey of the day. We did something involving donkeys. Why? Because we love all animals and we show love to all the animals around here. Do your boy a favor and double tap that screen and get those likes up. And if you appreciate the content that you're getting, hit that notification bell down there so that you know we're on. And if you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Become a member and give me all the money in your pocket. Somebody think that they were slick. They gave me $1.90 tip and was like, that's all the money I got in my pockets. I love it though, because that means you're paying attention to the show and everything is appreciated. And guess what? I hope you guys know, and what I'm about to do right now, I hope you guys appreciate me for it. Because guess what? They're about to go ahead and probably take off the monetizing for this video right here. Why? Because we got a celebration. And I don't care. Because when it comes down to Lynn and Nova and him walking, I gotta show you guys. It just so happened that she put music to it. So you know what I said? I said we're gonna still leave it in the queue. I don't care what YouTube says later, copyright or whatever. We'll just strip it out because I gotta let you guys see Nova stepping into every new day is the title of this video right here, y'all. I want to give a major love, a major shout out, major prayer to Lynn and Nova, who are our friends of the show. Y'all see that wheelchair back there supporting them, but y'all see those legs getting that motion going on too, right? Let's go. And I'm gonna play it again. If I said it, I know I'm gonna get struck right there. They're gonna probably make me go and trim that out. But you think I care? It's not always about the money, 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 money. Especially when you can hit that link in the description. And today, you'll be able to make up to $700. And you won't even care about getting a strike. I know I won't. I'm gonna tell you guys straight up and down. All I gotta do when they throw it up in the air to me and tell me what's going on, they're gonna ask me what I wanna do. Trim out the section, replace it with another song or whatever. Most of the time, I just erase the song and let let the video play. So we're going to be perfectly fine with that. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. We've been around the block a certain amount of times, and that's why I say, why not let you guys see it? It's a daily show. It's not like a lot of other people going to watch the show all over and over again for the next few months. Let's do what we do. Leave it all on the court. Make sure that you guys are satisfied and getting what you need to get out of the content. And this way we can get a good, fantastic show going on. And I just love being able to be here to do that. I'm your boy Bugatti NYC. This is Our Bottom Line, the #1 show on YouTube from 6 o'clock until, with the #1 chat and co-hosts and family members. Give yourselves a round of applause right now, you guys, because y'all know where we're going with it, right? Also, anybody trying to promote their business and get their business out there, might be a lawyer, might be a doctor, traveling salesman or whatever. I don't know what you do, but if you're trying to get your business out there, you know what we do? We help each other over here. So if you got a promo that you have that you're trying to get in front of 62,000 subscribers, go ahead and send it over to us at bridgethisllc@gmail.com. It has to be in the 1080 by 1080 size frame in order to fit in the post notification for YouTube. Just so you guys know, has nothing to do with me. Again, 1080 by 1080 is the size frame it has to be in order for it to fit. And the email address, again, my email address, as well as the company's email address, is bridge, bridge, like the Brooklyn Bridge. This, not that, but this, LLC@gmail.com. That's bridgethisllc@gmail.com. That's right. Send over your promos over there, and I'll make sure that we put them up in the post notification area, because we love to show promo love, and we like to just share the platform with each other. It's not my platform. It's our bottom line. That's why we're doing the Show Your Talent Search, where your boy Bugatti NYC is the host, along with DJ Don Dada, formerly of Black Ink Crew. This is the Show Your Talent Search that we're doing in Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, and Queens. Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and we can't forget Staten Island, because we got a great store out there called Time to Wine, where you guys can pick up Big Drip Hard Punch as well. That's the sponsor of the actual talent show, you guys. And like I said, I'm the host, and this is the talent show right here. Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island. We've already started doing some in-stores last year. We had a few people come in from the show and had a great time. You guys have to be 21 and older. What we do is you get a chance to step up, and if you win and have good talent, boom, you make $250 right on the spot. And after we find 5 different people from 5 different locations, we bring everybody together, where one person or a group can make $1,000. That's right, you guys, to Show Your Talent Search. You want to be a part of that one? All you got to do is go to the website for that, www.drinkbigdrip.com. Again, www.drinkbigdrip.com. That's 2 G's and 2 P's. This way you go to that website, put your email address in the notification area, and you'll get updates on where we're going to be. And again, you guys that are on YouTube, all you got to do is press the button to go live. And if you win, boom, you'll win that $250. Cash App, Zelle, whatever. And after we get everybody together, hopefully you win that money too. It's your boy Bugatti NYC. It is Purple Sunday, you guys. We do our wrap up on Sunday. If you guys don't know everything that you guys saw, we did a lot of wrap ups. Also, a couple of new stories that we're going to be breaking early for next week that you guys had a chance to see already. So we're already getting in on the cusp of what's going on. Trending topics, current events, my antics, #1 chat, #1 friends and family. That's what we are over here, Our Bottom Line. And you know how we do it for Purple Sunday. Let's get up out of here with those prayers. We got to send those prayers up for liberty and justice, as we always do. That's my sister over there. Also, who's that over there? Batty Lynn, thank you so much for the video and audio. Hey, I'm talking about you like Scotty right now, girl. You acting like Scottie Pippen right now. You doing your thing, and I appreciate you so much. Who else I want to give some love to? Can't forget Audrey. Can't forget Teddy, CJ the Cat, Brian, Miggity, Mark. What's up, Miggity? How you doing? Tara SP. Who that? Tara SP 1310. Batty Lynn, Audrey, Miss Swanza, Summer. We got who else up in here? We got Renette, Miggity, Mark. Okay, V, Texas, Hannah, and I can't even say that. Y'all love to give me the hard ones to say. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna just spell it. ADREIGNSS. Is that ADREIGNS1? I'm gonna try to do it that way from now on. But with that being said, you guys, I want you guys and your family to have a fantastic Sunday. I want you to think with an open mind. I want you to know that problems present opportunities, and as long as God gave us another day to bang at that nail to get it right, look at that right there as that opportunity to keep on moving forward, you guys. I love you, and amen. And with that being said, y'all could have went anyway. But the fact of the matter that y'all came in to chill with me, I appreciate you. So until my favorite day, which is Monday, because they got to pick up the phone. Pick up the phone. Ain't none of that, oh, it's the weekend, it's the holiday. Nope, it's Monday. Pick up the phone. With that being said, you guys, I can't wait to see you tomorrow, 6 o'clock, same bat time, same drip channel, same Our Bottom Line location. Y'all know what it is. You could have went anywhere, but the fact of the matter that y'all came in to chill with me on Our Bottom Line, I appreciate you. Get 'em! Peace.